guys, welcome to Just Vibing Vibes. Welcome to our Raising Africa series. Today we're going to talk about, in fact it's just a question, what is our goal? Because I see a lot of things on the internet and I see people's conversation and sometimes I wonder, what is our goal? Because we do not all have to have one mind. Like, we don't have to want one thing or things to happen one way. We are different and you cannot get everybody to be the same. Then the purpose of creation is of no use, because that is why we have different features. We look different, we walk different, we talk different, we smile different, we act different. You see? So we're not supposed to be the same, but we are just supposed to have, like, what do we want? For instance, people go to school. Sometimes if you're African, that your parents have to send you to school, they spend a lot of money, but they spend a lot of money, they send you to school for a particular goal. The goal is for you to be able to study and be something in future, because they don't want you to be a nobody, to have nothing in future. They don't want you to turn into a bad life or something like that. They want you to be the best you can be. And if you know African parents, they always want you to be better than they were. So the same thing goes to, what do we want? Because sometimes you hear this one, like, all these political parties, for me, they don't mean anything. All these tribes, for me, means nothing. I am sorry. If you know me, you know that I do not care about Biafra. I do not care about Oduduwa. When I say this, is not that I want Nigeria, all those things. It's not that I don't care about the people. I care about the people. I want the people to have a good life. I want them to be happy. I want good roads. I want electricity. I want good education for their children. I want possibilities, endless possibilities. I want the mineral resources and everything there to be used to develop the area, for the people to be happy, for there to be job opportunities, for them to, the mineral resources and everything that God has blessed us with. I want it to be used for the people. Just the best. So what do you really want? Because at the end of the day, I see lots of people, everybody is talking about, oh, this. And sometimes the North, they get the very, very bad rep for everything. I'm not saying, but they just have only few elites that should be getting the bad rep. Majority of them, like when they talk about kidnapping, they are the ones getting kidnapped. When they talk about killing, they are the ones getting killed. Like, all the things that you're thinking that the Northern presidency is causing is affecting the North the most. So then, the Northerners are not the issues. It is still the person in power. And that person in power is a Nigerian. Or not only the person in power, obviously, the people in power. Because it's not only one person. It is the senators, the legislators, the judicial system, every sector, the police, the people, every part of Nigeria makes Nigeria. Because you see that Nigerians that are so, like, you see most people being loud on Twitter, on Instagram, but if they see these people in real life, they'll say, oh, God, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, yes, sir. I'm loyal, sir. And if they get that opportunity that they have been, maybe that if someone else has gotten, they would be talking, then the person has not done bad. So it goes in an aspect whereby, instead of, we don't want the same thing. Like, we're not supposed to want exactly the same thing, but we're supposed to, want something that is in the same direction, just not oneness, but just some goal in a way. Like, our goal should be related, but we don't want the same goal. Everybody kind of wants something for themselves. This is not me, myself, and I thing, as in Siri, I've talked about the me, myself, and I. But it's like, when something is benefiting someone, like if a politician is benefiting your family, that politician is the best. Nobody can say anything bad about that politician. But if that politician is not benefiting your family, then, oh, he's horrible, he's wicked. Can we just start looking at people at what have they done? Forget tribe, forget religion. Because we have too much divisiveness. Why is religion, like, why is it that because this person is Muslim, this person is Christian, this person is this, is an issue? They are all humans. And sometimes I think about this. I don't know if Christians, because I remember there was one time I think I was talking to someone that, these Christians that feel like all Muslims are going to, like anybody that is not Christian, not all Muslim, anybody that is not Christian is going to hellfire. So I said, oh, so you think God actually put a group of people, all of them, in this part, in a different part of the world, whereby majority of them, millions of people, or billions of people are different religion, because that is what they grow up to, just so that they would die, so that they will not they will suffer in eternal damnation. And then he now puts you here so that you would, are you kidding me? Like, think about it, Rihanna. Does it make sense? This whole thing, this whole religion thing, it's just the different way. It's same God. People just see God in different ways. It depends on how. It's kind of like, I think there's a story that is in a book, a very good book that I read, and it said that religion is like this, right? It's that everybody's blind, and then they have to touch. Because everybody's blind. Nobody really knows. I mean, think about it. Everybody's blind in this world. It is, everything is spiritual. Not that everybody's blind, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so it's like, let's say everybody's blind, or people are blind. So religion, Christianity, Islam, Hindu, everybody, they cover their eyes, and then they just have to touch. Because even Christianity, these things are not the same everywhere. So they just have to touch, and then they touch. So let's say they are touching an elephant. So this one touched the trunk, and this one is like, oh, the elephant is like, you draw the trunk, that's an elephant. That one touched the ear and say, oh, the elephant is like, and God is like this. And that one touched this thing, they say the elephant is that. At the end of the day, they are all talking about the same one elephant. But now they all believe that what they felt is what the elephant is. What they felt is part of what the elephant is, but it is not all the elephant is. So look at God like that. So it is only what you have been shown. Those are the things that you know. So why are we fighting about religion? Seriously, it's all about the heart. Are you a good person? Because most of us judge are very, very evil people. You say you're religious, but then you will sell someone, you put fuel in someone gas cooker for the person to go home and burn and die. Like, why would you do that? I'm gonna put that video as I'm talking, because I wanted to do a different show. I'm gonna add that there, but I'm going to put that there. Is that not wickedness? But that was done in the East, and in the East, most people are Christians. So why would someone be that wicked that someone would actually put that, like instead of gas in the gas cooker, they will not put in the cylinder, rather, gas cylinder, then they will not put fuel inside of it. So what are we talking about? Really, what are we talking about? So religion does not matter. It actually does not matter. Now, let's go to tribe. What is this tribe thing?
LPG on Aziota. Yeah, fuel. Yeah, correct fuel. I have na dry shina ngwa le na anya na. Fuel. Ihe ezigbo fuel, no dry wala na. O dry ala na anya. Nwa ka kwazi nu nke wu the original. Tun wu the original LPG cooking gas. Tun wu to sha dị na. Nke na we ezigbo gas ka dị na nke na ngwa kunu lere de ha shi me na. So mata na madu dun gbara wicked. I mean gas dey ha lo ndị gbara ga mewe ihe na adịghị mma. Ngwa dey nke we ezigbo gas ka shift to ka ha gba m na ahụ. Huna nke a we ezigbo gas hụrụ vapor ya. Ihe a we ezigbo gas. Ọ ga jigo ndị mmadụ gbara wicked.
All the same, we all want the same. Every mother that has a child wants to be able to feed their child. Everybody wants shelter, we want clothes, then we start wanting more when we've gotten those basic needs. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, whether you're white, black, any other color, whatever you are, we all want the same thing. So can we start judging people by their works and not by where they are from? Because I don't know, it is only in Africa that you see this tribe thing. You don't see this tribe thing in any other place. Like in UK here, you will not hear that, oh, because someone is from Newcastle, I'm going to vote for him because he's from Newcastle. No, because he's from Manchester. Oh, he's Manchester, he's my brother, I'm going to vote for him. No. What has he done? What is the thing that he is, what is he saying that he's going to do? That is what matters. And if he does wrong, it is him that is to blame, and these people that are to blame. And whoever has done wrong, you get them out. Like you're getting people out if they're not keeping to what they say as it is going. They know, like it's fire for fire. So it's not just only the person that's leading, it is everybody. So everybody that is part of it, you're being watched. So we need to start channeling. In Africa, we need to channel like our anger towards people that our anger should be at. And we need to worry about things that are important, because at the end of the day, it kind of just seems like everybody just wants it to be better for them, and once it's better for them, it's fine. Like, there's bad education, but if I can send my children abroad, I can send my children to the best private schools, then I don't care. There's no electricity, if I can buy solar panels, I can buy a generator, I can do all that, I don't care. If there's no housing, if I can buy houses, I can even have 10, 15 houses, I don't care. I'm not saying me, I want to have lots of houses. I've always wanted to have lots of houses, I'm sorry. And I'm still going to have lots of houses. But what I'm saying is that still I'm going to have lots of houses, but I'm still going to care. You should still care, because something is good for you does not mean. I know I tell people something sometimes and they'll be like, oh, why are you saying like that? I'm like, no, because something is not directly affecting me does not mean that I cannot see that it's affecting other people. Sometimes I'll tell somebody, I say, the UK is a very sad country. Not like the country itself, like the place, you know, like especially if you grow up from somewhere like Africa, it's kind of like you're in a place whereby, you know, these people you see a lot on the internet, people say, oh, people need to learn how to mind their business. People mind their business here in such a way that you don't know your neighbor's name. You know, back home, you go out, you talk to people, you laugh, it gives you happiness, it gives you joy. But here, you don't know your neighbor's name. Here, your neighbor might not even interact. You might stay somewhere for 20 years and you don't even know your neighbor's name. So there are some part of the UK that is more friendly, to be honest. Like, you know, but if you like in London, other places. So that's why nightlife is the this, and that's why people are very, very depressed because of the lockdown. Because now that is, you know, when you go out clubbing and all that, then you talk to anybody. You go out to drink, you can talk to anybody. That's the place that you have time to actually have human interactions sometimes. So when I start, people are like, why is it? No, it is not for me. I am surrounded with love. I am actually really, really surrounded with love. But I'm talking about because it is good for me, or because I'm surrounded with people that love me and I'm happy. And, you know, does not mean that I don't see what it is for others. Does that make sense? So that is how we should start saying things. Because something is good for me does not mean I should not see that it is bad for others. I should be happy that it is good for me, but then I should also work as if I am in the struggle for it to be good for everybody. So we need to change our goals. We need to change our direction. We need to focus on what is important. We need to, I don't know if our politicians, they need to have debates. They don't have debates. Because we want to do anything that goes wrong, they always try to tell you how it's done in America, how it's done in, then let's do our things the right way, then how it's done in all those countries that they want to call. Let's have debates. So if you want to be a governor, a whatever, come out and you have, even if you want to be a local government chairman, then you and the other local government chairman will just come out and do a debate, and then your people can put their problems out there. Then you have to answer to it, and then there have to be different things. Now we have to put this, all right, someone is not doing that, like following the things they're supposed to do, ways whereby you can complain to them, letters to them, and they have to read it and they have to reply to it. And then if they don't, there should be a way to impeach them, take them out of service, out of this thing, and then have new people. And we also have to go out to vote for whoever. I don't care if everybody wants to vote for the bad person, then vote for the bad person, but go out and vote. Because everybody say, oh, they're rigging. Yes, they're rigging. But if everybody goes out to vote, then there will be a way that they cannot, you know what I mean? They might not be able to rig as much as they want if everybody is interested. And if everybody has a good heart, who will be these people? Like, if everybody wants the same thing, the people that are going to rig are going to be few and far between. And some people that even have power, more people that want to rig, will stop them from rigging because they want a better, whatever local government, state, country in Africa that we're fighting for, or that you're in. We all need to think about it this way. It really saddens me. And one thing I will say for sure is this: if Africa does not change, if Africa does not become better, if Africa does not change its story around, use its natural resources for its own good, if Africa does not start respecting its citizens and treating them like the way that they should be treated. There are some African countries that are doing well, so please, if you're from those African countries, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the majority of us that are not doing well. So if we don't do all this, wherever we go to, they will treat us like rubbish. They will continually treat us like rubbish. And we will even treat ourselves like rubbish. I think there's a story that I saw of this lady that went to, I think is in South Africa. I don't know if it's South Africa, the country, or Southern Africa, because I'm one of those people too that don't know all the African countries. Those are things that I'm working on. But they were wanted to go to somewhere, and then they were deported with all the Nigerian people there, and then their American friend and the other black American friend was let through, and then the other white people were let through. But they were, and they had their visas and they have everything in place, and they were not even told anything. They were just taken, and that was that, because they are Nigerian. So you see, no matter where you go, even your own people will look down on you. But if we start doing well, we start like Africa change. Whenever someone see an African, they will respect you. Because I start seeing the shift, because I work in hospitality, right? And I start noticing the shift in the way people even treat. So I used to work in hospitality. I start seeing the way like people treat like the Asian people. I'm not saying that they should not be treated well, but like when you see them in places you go to, because you don't know who they are, this person could be, most of them, they have lots of money, especially the ones that are traveling, like they're staying in the best places, that so people treat them well because of the way their country has grown. And I am sure, I don't know, there was a time where maybe I haven't lived there, where maybe they were not treated with such respect when things were not going well for them. If things are not going well for you, people will not treat you well. Just the way you don't treat you might treat some people might treat you well, but you know what I mean, like in general, most people don't treat the person that things are not going for well. It's true, people don't. Not that don't, like, with we see the way people respect someone that has money or that is doing well. Yes sir, yes sir, open the door quickly. They don't do that for someone that doesn't. So if we are not going to try and make our continent what it should be, then wherever we go to, our skin will be looked down on. Doesn't matter who you are. So just think about that. It doesn't matter whether you even have citizenship for that country. You're still going to continually be looked down on. Your children will be looked down on. Your children will be looked down on. It will continue like that until you work for Africa. That's all I'm going to say today. I'll see you guys some other time. Bye-bye.